Sessions 46th Judicial Circuit is now in session. The Honorable Judge Tostada is presiding.
You may be seated. Will the prosecution attorneys introduce themselves from right to left?
Hi, I'm Lexi Lofton. I'm a prosecution attorney, and I'll be direct questioning Randy Smith and Reese Parker.
How you doing? My name is Cameron McCartney. I'm a prosecuting attorney in the People v. Donovan case. I will be doing the opening statements.
My name is Peyton Skinner. I'm a prosecuting attorney in the Donovan case, and I will be doing a closing statement.
Hi, my name is Stella Hawthorne. I am a prosecuting attorney. I will be questioning Marty Bryant and Officer Pat Jones.
Will the defense attorneys now introduce themselves?
I'm Justin Davis. I'm a defense attorney. I will be direct examining Aaron Grant, and then I'll be cross-examining Randy Smith.
Hi, I'm Sophia Cassioni. I'm a defense attorney, and I will be direct questioning Alex Johnson and cross-examining Marty Bryant.
Hi, I'm Christina Carlise, and I will be direct examining, I'm a defense attorney, and I'll be direct questioning Chris Donovan and cross-examining Officer Pat Jones.
Josh Charlton. I will be direct examining Jesse Martin and cross-examining Reese Parker. And will the prosecution please give their opening statement?
Good morning. My name is Cameron McCartney, and I am one of the prosecuting attorneys in the People v. Donovan case. It is my pleasure to represent the people of this state and give justice to 3 innocent civilians who were tragically killed on the night of July 11th, 1997. This is a case about a selfish defendant who is a thief, a killer, and worst of all, completely unremorseful for her actions on the night of July 11th. Not once in Donovan's witness statement did she apologize for the lives lost that night. A man doing his job and a couple on their honeymoon died because of her fascination for street signs. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today the people are charging Chris Donovan with 4 separate counts and providing sufficient evidence that will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Chris Donovan is responsible for the deaths of 3 people. Count 1, interference with traffic devices, California Vehicle Code Section 21464A. Count 2, involuntary manslaughter, California Penal Code Section 192B. Count 3, involuntary manslaughter of Denise Richards, California Penal Code Section 192B. Count 4, involuntary manslaughter of Jonathan Cooper, California Penal Code Section 192B. On the night of July 11th, 1997, Donovan decided that it was her turn to impress the members of the 4S Club. This club has been around for multiple years at Santa Eleonora University and is known for its members stealing and obsessing over street signs. The university has not approved of the club as an official club because of their unlawful sign stealing. Members of the club have accused Donovan with having a fixation for stealing street signs and have said in their witness statements that Donovan is very competitive, and even though most of the other members of the club have stopped stealing the signs, Donovan still continues to collect and brag to others about her extensive sign collection. Moreover, the night of the accident, Chris Donovan and Alex Johnson were to go to a movie after Donovan's 7 o'clock class at the university. They were to see the movie Contact at 8:45. But there is not one movie ticket, receipt, or alibi besides Donovan's best friend that can confirm that Donovan went to see that movie on July 11th, 1997. Furthermore, the movie, as I previously stated, was to start at 8:45 on July 11th, 1997. However, both Alex Johnson and Chris Donovan will confirm that Chris was late and did not arrive until 8:35 p.m. that night at Alex Johnson's house. Chris said that she got out of class at the university at 8:10. This gave Chris a 25-minute window in which the crime could have occurred. Chris has not one alibi from 8:10 to 8:35. Why was Chris late to the movie? Could it have been because she was more interested in the wrong way sign located on Elm Street and the 110? If that is not incriminating enough, then maybe the fact that Chris Donovan's personal fingerprints were found on the sign stolen from the off-ramp where the accident occurred. Or maybe the eyewitness account who stated that the profile of the person shaking the stolen sign matched the profile of Chris Donovan. Now, the defending side may try to sway your opinion with their fancy words, but think of the evidence. Fingerprints, similar profile, zero alibi during the time that the sign was stolen, and absolutely zero remorse for her actions and the lives lost on the night of July 11, 1997. In order to further prove the guilt of Chris Donovan beyond a reasonable doubt, we will call 4 witnesses to the stand. First, we will call Randy Smith to the stand. Randy was an eyewitness who called the police after the accident on July 11, 1997. Randy will testify that on the night of July 11, 1997, she saw a person matching the description of Chris Donovan performing suspicious actions to the wrong way do not enter sign. Randy is a runner. She runs 20 to 25 miles a week, but on the night of July 11, 1997, she was shocked to see a person matching the profile of Chris Donovan violently wiggling the wrong way do not enter sign. Randy called the police after witnessing the accident, and we are confident that her testimony will stand out to both you and your honor. Second, we will call Reese Parker to the stand. Reese Parker is a credible traffic controller for the city of Santa Eleonora. Parker's main duties are to monitor the street signs and ensure that they are in good condition. He has worked for the city for the past 20 years and knows everything that there is to know about street signs. We have called Parker to the stand today because he had checked the stolen wrong way do not enter sign at approximately 5 p.m. on July 11th, 1997. Mr. Parker is credible and completely unbiased as he has never met Donovan before the accident. Third, Officer Pat Jones with the Santa Eleonora Police Department will come to the stand. Jones is an unbiased, experienced officer who has been with the police department for the past 15 years. Officer Jones was the detective responsible for arresting Chris Donovan on the following day after the accident occurred at approximately 1:30 p.m. Detective Jones had suspicion of Chris Donovan after interviewing several people regarding the case. Officer Pat Jones will testify that upon the arrival to the house of Chris Donovan and when Donovan had opened the door, that behind her sat the stolen sign from the corner of Elm Street and the 110. In Detective Jones' statement to the court, he described an encounter with Donovan while walking her out of the courthouse. From his description of the encounter, Donovan seemed as if she was annoyed by the fact that she was a suspect, and rather than being cooperative, she was complaining the entire time. She said, and I quote, "I never should have told that jerk Marty that I wanted that sign. This is all Marty's fault." Selfishness and lack of remorse is what comes to mind after hearing that quote. Nonetheless, we feel that Officer Pat Jones' statements will help to prove Chris guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Lastly, we will ask that Marty Bryant be called to the stand. Marty is a crucial witness in the prosecution of Chris Donovan and will testify that it is no surprise to him that Chris Donovan's obsession for street signs outweighed her responsible conscience. Marty has known Donovan for years and says that she would constantly brag about her sign collection. In fact, Bryant said in his witness statement that at lunch on July 11th, 1997, Chris Donovan was talking about how her collection was missing a wrong way do not enter sign. In fact, Donovan had even mentioned the very sign that was stolen that night, causing the accident and explosion. The defense will tell you that Bryant hated Chris Donovan, but that is simply speculation. Marty Bryant does not hate Chris Donovan. He simply did the right thing by going to the police and pointing out the obvious suspect to the horrendous crime. We are confident in Bryant's unbiased statements and his knowledge of Chris Donovan's character leading up to this crime. Today, the people will prove beyond reasonable doubt that Chris Donovan is in fact guilty of the 4 charges against her. We are confident in the sufficient amount of evidence that will be presented today, along with the testimonies given by the prosecuting witnesses. Again, It is not fair for the 3 innocent people who lost their lives on July 11th, 1997 to not be spoken for. We, the people, are here to speak for the victims and for the victims' families. These 3 men and women will never take another breath ever again, never have kids, never travel the world with their husband and wives, all because of an irresponsible young woman who thought that a life was less precious than a sign collection. Thank you.